A little bit of problems with my clutch slipping on high RPM. So, done a lot of research on this, and apparently the Honda Shadows have a tendency to have those springs wear out around 40,000 miles, which I'm just over 40,000. I'm at 41,000. So it's not a surprise. So I'm going to go and replace these springs. I've got the 98 1100 Ace, so my exhaust has to come off so I could reach these lower bolts. So that's real simple, just taking out, you got the 2 bolts where it bolts into your block, you got 2 bolts down on the lower end, then you have 1 that comes through the base here, but you pop those all off, drops right off without a problem. Already taken my Allen wrench, taken off all of these, got them all loose. I just have these last 2 to take out. There's no need to remove the oil. Just take it right off here. As you can see, very simple. Just comes right off. Let's see, we can grab our this thing off real quick. I don't know what size that is. I guess it's a 10 millimeter. That was right. So we're going to get this broken loose. Should be real easy. You don't have too much to do here. Use my extension almost as a screwdriver to get this out a little bit faster. As you can see, I've got a pan down here to catch any oil if it happens to fall, but I'm not expecting to lose any, or if I do lose any, it'll be very minimal. I got some new Barnett springs put in here. Getting all clumsy here. Of course, now it's all greasy. Oil right on it. Should have fired up the air tools just to speed this up. As you can see, springs are fairly easy to take out. But these have a tendency to just get loose over time. This bike wasn't ridden too much before I got it. I figure it is a 98 with only 40,000 miles on it. Alright, so got those all out. I've got my new springs here. Let's see if we can compare any differences here. You can see a huge difference there. I've got over an eighth of an inch difference, almost a full coil from where it should be and where it is. So, but since I do have this open, I am going to take a a little bit of a look and see what we have inside. I'm looking at my steels and my pads. Everything's looking all nice and good here. It's a little bit hot. I did ride it a little earlier. I'll take this out so I can line this back up. Oops. Let's get it in the right way. It does fit in the wrong direction, so be careful with that as you're taking them apart, or as you're putting it back together if you happen to do what I just did there. Alright, so now, looks like I got a little bit of dog fur in here. And I gotta get these springs separated. So I'm gonna pause this and I'll be back after I get these separated. Okay, they came right apart as after I cleaned all of the oil off of my hands. So, alright, this is as simple as sliding these in. Yeah, I put these on a bench just a minute ago, and you can really see how much their size has dropped, how much they've compressed over the last. Sorry, I'm having a dog fur problem here right now. But I should have a tremendous improvement. Try to get all everything off of that. Now we just gotta tighten it down. Gotta torque it in place. I'm not going to torque down at all with this. I'm just using this so that because my hands are slipping so easily. You know what? I should probably grab my small one. That'll have a lot less problems. I can just. Oh, I got that. 10 out of 12. There we go. Now I'm not hitting my pegs. Not to mention that I don't see there's any way I'm going to over torque this with this little wrench. Said, just got to be careful also when you're doing it. You're gonna have to do that star pattern as you're tightening it. Like right now, I'm just trying to get it more of a snug. And I'll break out the torque wrench. I'm not positive off the top of my head. I'll look it up before I torque it in. I believe it's 118 inch-pounds. Getting them. I'm just basically going until they just stop. I'm not torquing down on it. I'm not doing anything. It's right there, it stopped. So there we have it. Quick change on the springs. Let's look at my gasket here. The gasket actually doesn't look bad. I could probably reuse it, but I do have a replacement gasket, so I'm just going to use that. I'm going to blast the inside of that too, though, to make sure I don't have any junk collecting in there before I put it back together. Alright, I've double checked myself. I was wrong. It is not 118 inch-pounds. It was 108, which is 9 foot-pounds. So there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's very important that you do the star pattern. If you don't, you can bind it. So we're going to go just double check to make sure everything's tightened right. I'm just randomly checking them all now, which seems like everything has gone together just beautifully. Alright, now I'm going to be doing an oil change on it. Not too long from now. We're just going to make sure that nothing did get in here. I'm going to run it for a couple hundred miles and I'll do an oil change. But there you have it. Replace those springs. Nice and simple. Replacing the whole clutch is not much different. It's just a simple replacing the pieces as you saw me take out those other ones. So now you just have to put it back together. And we'll be ready to ride. I'm not going to bore everybody by putting all the nuts in. I'm just going to get them started. But thanks for watching. Ride safe.